Evening team, just on my way home after work. Life here in Brisbane under the coronavirus pandemic seems to be relatively normal, I think, in comparison to other parts of the world, which probably means we're a week or two behind the rest of the world in terms of our infection rates. So how's life different here perhaps from 70 days ago when it was first sort of discovered in China? Well, there's not a lot of toilet paper in the supermarkets, and there's limits on buying things at the supermarket. People are basically stockpiling, which is a bit tough if you're living week to week, as you go in and you can't find the stuff that you need because someone else has come and bought 3 months supply of it. I heard one of my colleagues today, they've got a friend, an acquaintance, they bought 30 packets of toilet paper. Now that probably sounds a little bit excessive, except the toilet paper that they bought, each packet had 30 rolls. So this person bought 900 rolls of toilet paper. And they've got, I think, an average sized family from what I could gather. The household has 2 adults and a couple of kids, I think. 900 rolls of toilet paper. I mean, how long are they expecting to be on lockdown for? Let's say if you use a roll a day, which is probably a bit excessive, but you know. So you got about 2 years and 10 months, right? Almost 3 years of toilet paper. People are mad. In terms of the changes at work, so I don't think I've said what I do. So I'm an analyst. I work with data and a little bit of Python coding, some SPS statistics analysis. Generally I have a good time with data. So the changes that have been happening in my workplace, a few more people working at home. For the past few weeks I've been working at home too. And that's kind of about it. More senior, the executive staff, there's a mix of some sort of going about their day, and we've got a special sort of team to figure out our response to the virus, the pandemic. It's kind of a yeah, but in the scheme of things there's probably fewer customers on site, a little bit fewer staff on site. People are trying out different sorts of working arrangements. Yeah, on the whole it's pretty normal. As you can see, there's still a bunch of traffic around, people still going about their day. So a sharp in sharp contrast to other places. I emailed an auntie of mine who lives in the US, and she is I think she's in her 70s, probably late 70s. So if I gathered correctly from her email, where she is, all the older folk have been told just to stay indoors and not leave their homes. So they're kind of in a bit of a lockdown situation. I don't think they've got armed guards outside or anything, but certainly they're being very cautious with the elderly in that part of the US. I think she's in Berkeley. But yeah, kind of changes every day, right? In terms of my family, our sort of changes. My wife and our daughter, we don't go to the mall as much. We probably haven't been to the mall for 2 or 3 weeks actually. So it's interesting, right, how these relatively minor changes in lifestyle can have such a dramatic effect on the economy. I'm not suggesting that my household has had such a dramatic effect on the economy, but it doesn't take that many people to change their practices, like going to the mall or going to pictures, those sorts of things, going out for dinner or lunch, and it removes a whole bunch of money from the economy. So the week before last, I think I was at work just 1 day a week for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm typically the kind of person that buys their lunch. I go to one of the restaurants around our workplace. Not using the bike to commute, and not using the tolls. I pay tolls generally because of the route I take. It was probably just $100 that I saved just by working at home. So that was $100 that I put towards other things or bills or that kind of stuff. But it certainly adds up. I'm sort of a regular at the restaurant I go to, and so that would have been $80 that they didn't get. It's probably getting more than $100. Might have been 120. And overall, because it go up through about 2 tanks of gas a week, about 30 litres of fuel or thereabouts. The way I go, the tolls are $5 a day. Yeah, so it's getting up there, right? It's where I think they're a bit worried about the economy. Well, I think we're all in recession, right, globally. What better time to go out and buy a motorcycle and have a good time, right? Because your money is not earning you anything in the bank. All the investments are losing money. So I was reading somewhere that often in recessions, the super wealthy, the 1% of the 1%. They have what am I saying here? In times of recession, the extremely wealthy often spend more than they would otherwise, and so they buy super yachts. I'm not much of a boatie, and I'm not one of the 1% of the 1%. I'm certainly not one of the 1%. But for the rest of us, it's just sort of types that are plus or minus 1 standard deviation from the mean. Yeah. Pay attention in stats class. So the average Joe. Alright. It's time to go out and get a bike. If we're going to lose money, might as well enjoy it. Actually, second-hand bikes, incredible value, right? I'm not talking about the 10 or 15-year-old bikes. I'll put another chat on those because I think they're actually pretty expensive. And the bike's like this, right? It's a second hand. I got it for a song. The price on an R1M in Australia is 32,000. I think it's gone up since then, but this model was about 32,000 brand new. And I got it for around 18,000. 7,000 Ks on it. So the previous owner took a bit of a bath on it. In the time I've had it, the only thing I've had to do is replace tyres. One of which was covered by my insurance, and then I had a code 12, which means a sensor died, the crankcase sensor, which essentially tells the engine when to put fuel into it. It tells the fuel management system when to put fuel into the engine, and that was paid for as well by the as I say, by insurance. So it's just been lovely. So yeah, when things are tanking and the rich buy super yachts, maybe the rest of us should all buy a motorbike. Well team, I've probably yabbered on enough. So thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you had a good day. Until next time.